Hey everyone, welcome back to another PvP showcase, where today we're going to be looking at Mythic Toxic. Now this is the new runic Doodle that was added, along with 4 other dinosaur things. This is the first dinosaur, or elemental dinosaur. There's Mythic Toxic, I don't know the rest, Thorn, I don't know, the Velo something, I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, we're looking at Mythic Toxic, and something that's actually pretty interesting about this Doodle is it's pretty unique, first of its kind in this game. Basically, its trait is Protean, so if any of you guys know what Greninja or Protean is, like from X and Y and stuff like that, this is exactly what it is, and it actually has some pretty good coverage, so it can use that. I'll go into detail of what Protean is and what it's called in this game in just a second, but yeah, let's look at its stats first. Okay, so basically, we're investing on our magical attack and speed. This thing has a base 113 speed stat, so it's relatively fast. But I think this thing has like a base 104 magical attack, so it's not the hardest hitting. But you can fix that with equipment, setup, and then this thing's signature item, and then, well, it's trait 2, which I'll get into in a second. Actually, no, I can get into that now. So, alter type, whenever you use a different move, you change into that typing. So that's basically what Protean is. You click, let's say, Goo Blast. That's actually not... Alright, let's say you click Fireball. This thing doesn't have Fireball, but if it had Fireball, it would turn into a Fire type first, and then it would use Fireball. So it becomes Stab, and it also is now a Fire type, so it can basically resist beast types and yeah, other fire types, I guess. But yeah, it's a pretty powerful typing because you can change your typing with every single move that you use. No matter if it's a support move or attacking move, it doesn't really matter. It does the same thing anyway. But yeah, here's the moves that it gets. We have Infection, Dark Blast, Tainted Water, and Mind Empowerment. So Infection, basically your main stab, Poison Stab, whatever, it doesn't really matter because you're going to change typings no matter what. But you also have Dark Blast, which basically makes you immune to Mind type moves, so you can try and bait out Mind attackers with the Poison form and then show Dark Blast or something like that, and then you can become a Mind type, or sorry, Dark type, and then you're immune to it. Mind Empowerment, you also become a Mind type. That's not the greatest thing ever, but honestly, it's fine. Yeah, and then Tainted Water, also a good attacking move, also water typing, which is pretty good defensively, so you could just sack hits, possibly. Though, one thing about this dude I will say is that it's relatively frail, so it's kind of hard to get Mind Empowerments off, especially because you're turning into a Mind type. But, yeah, it's pretty good. I would say. Here are the equipments. It's Performance Mask, Helpful Lantern, and Golden Stick, so you do a ton of damage. Along with Mind Empowerment, you're relatively fast, so you don't need that much investment because you're basically outspeeding almost everything. And then its personal item basically just makes all of its moves 20% stronger. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's hop into the first battle.
We got